What's up, MP? What's up, bro?
Once in a generation. You do know that Pedro has time.
Everything good, MP? Yes, the pace has really picked up, especially the past 3 seasons.
Get after it, MP.
Crazy to think about, right? When I first met you, you was just some kid from Vermont trying to get college cats to take notes. Now about you.
Well, I always believed it was possible. But when you're in it, going day to day, you're so focused on that next thing, you never take the time to take a step back and just realize, oh, it's actually happening.
Well, stop. Take a deep breath. Look around. Whatever else happens, you make it in the lead. Only a tiny fraction of hoopers make it this far.
Yeah, you saw that. How'd you know?
I knew you were a great high school player when you were on eyeballs. I didn't know you make it to the league.
Keeping me humble, I appreciate it.
Nah, I'm saying it's a hard thing to predict. What it takes to make it here, you can't see that on film.
What's that?
A burning desire. Irrational confidence.
Ooh, I don't know if I would call it irrational, if you could back it up.
Making it to the league is like winning the lottery. Unless you're LeBron, odds are it ain't happening. It's a terrible game.
Yeah. Skipping college to go to Europe, that was definitely a bad bet.
No, that's what I'm talking about. You made your own path. And no matter how hard things got for you, you never stopped trying. That's what all the ones who make it have in common. Don't quit.
I want to get talking to you, kid.
Okay.
This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
And by now, we know how much it would mean to MP to win Rookie of the Year. He recognizes he's only got one shot at it.
And he's got plenty of work to do if he's going to back up his call. Tonight, an opportunity for MP to get back on track and prove he still belongs in the conversation. Don't be surprised to see him go all out tonight.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Then it's Knipple, and it's Salon in at the power forward position. And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Now here's Ball. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Accurate with a jumper from the elbow.
And I love Ball's awareness. When the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
Everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Oh, my goodness!
Okay, that's just insane.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Hornets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. There's Ball with the 3. Rebounded by Kessel. Ball's gone 1 of 4 so far. Here's MP. Cook it off the crossover. MP's got 6.
They've come out strong, 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Coach told me, quote, our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball. He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Kevin, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. That shot off. Excellent D there from Ball. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Count it, good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so, MP will bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 3-point game. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Yeah, the reserves add another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries, and with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks.
Spurs have gone 3 of 7 for the field since we've gotten underway. Ball against MP. Wembanyama down low. Vassell finds MP. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And stolen by MP. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. No good on this run. Hornets leading by 7. They double him with MP. Back to Miller. Pass to Salon. Elbow shot is on the way. Again, the Hornets score.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. On the court for the Hornets, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. And it's Knipple, and it's Diabate in at the 5 down low. Back to Ball. No good on the 3. Spurs trail by 9. MP, no good. Miller, the pass to Ball. No good from outside.
And imagine how good they're looking. He can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
The 3. Again, Ball missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Champagne's checked in, and it's Vassell in for Castle. A 3-pointer is right on target.
So much confidence from Ball. Been doing that since he was a youngin'.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hornets.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
White can be a difference maker, especially when he's passing like that.
Richard, what makes Kobe White such a hard player to guard is how many ways he can get a shot off and a lot of different angles.
Off the catch, on the bounce, pump fake, reload. He is comfortable in any situation, and his efficiency early on was his issue, but it has improved year over year.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Nuggets was a big factor. He finished with 19 points. He knocked down some trays last game. A great sign for his team. He stepped up his game tonight, and And you can tell his teammates love seeing him go to work. Guys?
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
I don't know. You put up numbers like that, I think the defense starts paying a little bit more attention to you, so it might be difficult. And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And just
Damn, motherfucker. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with the size of the lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We come back right after this.
Their second unit's been outstanding. Even with the starters on the bench, this team didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, tonight, everybody. Let's take a moment now. That'll do it for our show.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then it's MP. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagny in at the power forward. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Ball with the bucket.
The corner is not a problem for Ball. He's confident he can make that.
Spurs trail by 19. And here's MP for three. That one, no good.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Knebel. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Six on the shot clock. Deep two from Ball. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Traps in the tray.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
No wonder. I've been shooting that fucking releases, fucking push. No wonder.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. So GA Coach Charles Lee and the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. If you look at San Antonio, they've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
When I look at San Antonio, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
When you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's
Oh,
okay
yeah,
for
that's
you
good.
MP against Ball. They get the rebound. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Wembanyama's got his second basket of the night.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards and really keep a body on him.
Outside, Ball. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Hornets have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Ball with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Here's Champagne. It's rebounded by Salon. Salon's got 5 rebounds tonight. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back to you, Kevin.
A great passer. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Pass to Salon. Back to Ball for 3. Rebounded by Castle.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
And here's MP for 3. And the Spurs another 3.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Diabate's checked in. Now a chance to check out the top NBA block leaders. Victor Wembanyama is second.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
1:15 left in the third. And they call an illegal screen here.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Ball. Averaging about 26 points per, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he does so much for his team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
And he's willing to take on the scoring load. And look, he is more than capable of delivering.
Ryan's checked in for the Spurs. Josh Green's checked in for Charlotte. White comes in for Knipple. Ball with it. He's picked up by Bryant. Softly drops in the floater. Ball's got 12 points in just the second half. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Charlotte.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
MP once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Another miss by MP.
You love to see the defensive fire like that.
Miller with a wide open
Nice.
look. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Hornets ahead as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter on an 8-0 run. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love
Green's checked in for the Hornets. McNeely comes in for Knipple. On the floor for Charlotte. James is out there with Kobe White. And it's Green. Then it's McNeely. And it's Diabate in at the pivot spot, man in the middle. And it's White missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The Hornets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. They kick it out to Green. Charlotte no good that time either. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 3-pointers off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing to fall.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Tillman. He's checked in for the Hornets.
Yeah, the whole time I thought my setting to go to release. And they were actually on push. So I thought they were on push. So the whole game I was running while I was missing all my goddamn shots. That's why I had it. So I go down 7, so naturally I can't restart this, but what I'm going to do is restart this game. I will start this game over, so I gotta make it one of the